I left school when I was 18.
Listen.
Look at this picture, Bruno. I lived in a place just like this when I was a child.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in a small town in Kansas, but my family moved to New York when I was 8.
Where did you live?
In the Bronx. It was a poor neighborhood, but the people were very friendly.
Did you go to school there?
Yes, I went to a local school along with 999 other kids.
You didn't like school, right?
No, I liked it a lot. I was top of the class.
So, you were a bright child.
I was ambitious, too. I wanted to be the first woman president.
Well, there's still plenty of time. Listen and repeat. I live, I lived. I like, I liked. I want, I wanted.
I come, I came. I go, I went. I leave, I left.
A big town.
A small town. I lived in a small town when I was a child.
Where did you go to school?
I went to a local school. I liked school very much. I wanted to be a teacher.
I left school when I was 18. Then I went to university.
He left school in 1981. He started work when he was 19. First, he worked in a shop. Then he worked in a bank.
Practice 1. Listen. Where did you live when you were a child, Jane?
I lived in San Francisco, but that's where I was born.
Oh yes, I remember. Famous for its Golden Gate Bridge.
Right. It's a wonderful city.
Did you go to school there?
Yes, I went to a local school near where we lived.
Did you like school?
No, not very much. But there were some good teachers.
When did you finish school?
I left school when I was 18. First I worked in Chicago, and then I came to London.
And that's where I met you.
Right.
Practice 2. Listen and speak.
Now you answer Robin's questions.
Where did you live when you were a child? Where did you go to school? When did you leave school?
When did you start work? And where did you work? Thanks. That's all for the moment.
Practice 3. Listen and speak. First listen. William Shakespeare was the son of Mary Arden and John Shakespeare. He was born on April the 23rd, 1564, in Stratford-upon-Avon, a small town north of London. He was the third of 8 children. When he was 7, he went to a local school. Children still go to this school today. In 1582, when he was 18, he married Anne Hathaway, who was 26. They had 3 children. We know very little about these early years of his life. All we know is that some years later, he went to London to work in a theatre. Now answer the questions.
What was his mother's name?
His mother's name was Mary Arden.
Where did he live when he was a child?
He lived in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Where did he go to school?
He went to a local school.
When did he start school?
He started school when he was 7.
What was his wife's name?
His wife's name was Anne Hathaway.
When were they married?
They were married in 1582.
How old was she?
She was 26.
What did he do in London?
He worked in a theatre. Lesson 54. I had a nice weekend. Listen.
Hi, Robin. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, thanks, I did. I went to stay with some friends in the country. We played tennis on Saturday morning, and then after lunch.
Don't tell me. You went for a 10-mile walk.
Yes, how did you guess? Then on Sunday morning.
You went for a swim before breakfast.
Right again. And then.
Stop. I get tired just listening to you.
Oh, in fact, you look a bit tired. What did you do yesterday?
I just took things easy.
Don't tell me. You stayed in bed.
Right. All morning. But I read all the Sunday newspapers.
Listen and repeat. Did you have a nice weekend?
Yes, thanks. I did. I went to the library on Saturday morning. I had lunch with some friends. Then we went for a walk.
What did you do in the evening?
We went dancing. And you? What did you do?
Nothing special. I stayed at home all morning, all afternoon, all day. I watched TV. I read a book.
I stayed.
I watched.
I read.
I go out, I went out. Practice 1. Listen and write. Hi, Kathy.
Hello, Richard. Monday morning again.
Yes, back to work. Did you have a nice weekend?
Well, yes, but it was nothing special. I had a driving lesson on Saturday morning. Then in the evening I went to the film club.
What did you see?
The Third Man. What did you do?
I had a great weekend. I played basketball on Saturday morning. Then Jenny and I went dancing in the evening.
Ooh, where did you go?
To a new disco near Oxford Street. Then on Sunday, well, I just took things easy. I went for a walk and read the newspapers in the park. Then I had lunch with Alan.
Who's Alan?
He's an old friend. We were at school together. Good morning, Anne.
Morning, Howard. How was your weekend?
Pretty busy. Saturday morning, Monica and I went to an exhibition at the Design Center.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really interesting. You should see it. In the evening, we went to the National Theatre. There's a new production of Romeo and Juliet.
How was it?
It was a bit dull, you know, slow and heavy. I think Shakespeare should be fun.
No tennis?
Sure. I played tennis all Sunday morning. The weather was beautiful. How was your weekend, Anne?
Well, not so good. I had a terrible cold, so I stayed in bed all day Saturday and Sunday. I watched a lot of TV.
Oh, Anne, I'm sorry about that. How are you feeling now?
I'm okay now, all ready to start work.
Practice 3. Listen and speak. Now answer these questions about your weekend. Did you have a nice weekend?
What did you do on Sunday morning?
Where did you have lunch?
Was it a good lunch?
Then what did you do in the afternoon?
And in the evening, what did you do?
A song.
When I was young and pretty, I went to New York City. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be a movie star and travel around in a big old car. But the thoughts were mine, nobody saw. The country girl at the subway door, and nobody knew my name. When I was young and pretty, I went to New York City. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be free. I wanted to live in a fantasy, a dream that I had nothing up to me. But I lived in a room on the 18th floor, and I worked all day in a department store, and nobody knew my name. city is a wonderful town, and I love to find my way around. I moved to a street on the penthouse floor. Now I'm managing all the department store, and everybody knows my name. When I was young and pretty, I went to New York City. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be free.
Lesson 55. What did you do yesterday? Listen.
And what did you do last night, darling?
I had dinner with Stephen Ford.
Sorry, this line's terrible. What did you say?
I had dinner with Stephen Ford.
Did you have a good time?
Well, it was a working dinner. And you? What did you do yesterday?
I went to an exhibition at the British Museum.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, it was marvellous.
Who did you go with?
I went with Monica Grant.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to phone Howard now.
Okay, love. Call me on Wednesday.
Goodbye, darling. Look after yourself.
Goodbye.
Listen and repeat. Yesterday. Yesterday evening. Last night. What did you do last night?
Last weekend. Last Saturday. Last summer. Where did you go last summer?
Who did you go with? With a friend. With a colleague. With my family.
Where did you stay?
At a hotel. With some relatives. With my parents. Did you have a good time? Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Did you go to the museum? To the art gallery? To the film festival?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Not very much. Practice 1. Listen and speak. First, listen to the example. Ask me what I did yesterday.
What did you do yesterday?
Now you ask me what I did last night.
What did you do last night?
And last weekend.
What did you do last weekend?
Now listen to the next example. Ask me where I went yesterday.
Where did you go yesterday?
Now you ask me where I went last summer.
Where did you go last summer?
And last August.
Where did you go last August?
Now listen to the next example. Ask me who I went to the party with.
Who did you go to the party with?
Now you ask me who I went to the cinema with.
Who did you go to the cinema with?
To the meeting.
Who did you go to the meeting with?
Now listen to the next example. Ask me if I went fishing on Sunday.
Did you go fishing on Sunday?
Now you ask me if I went swimming on Sunday.
Did you go swimming on Sunday?
Roller skating.
Did you go roller skating on Sunday?
Okay, that's all for now. Practice 2. Listen and speak. First, listen to these conversations.
We went out last night.
Where did you go?
To the cinema.
What did you see?
An old Hitchcock film. You know, the one with Grace Kelly.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
Yes, very much.
I went away for the weekend.
Where did you go?
I went to a seminar at Nottingham University.
Where did you stay?
With some friends of the family.
Did you have a good time?
Not really. It rained all the time, and the seminar was very dull. I had a very busy day yesterday.
What did you do?
I had a meeting all morning, then I had lunch with some clients.
Where did you go?
To an Italian restaurant in Park Lane.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was first class. Now you take part in these dialogues.
We went out last night.
Where did you go?
To the cinema.
What did you see?
An old Hitchcock film. You know, the one with Grace Kelly.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
Yes, very much.
I went away for the weekend.
Where did you go?
I went to a seminar at Nottingham University.
Where did you stay?
With some friends of the family.
Did you have a good time?
Not really. It rained all the time, and the seminar was very dull. I had a very busy day yesterday.
What did you do?
I had a meeting all morning, then I had lunch with some clients.
Where did you go?
To an Italian restaurant in Park Lane.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was first class. Lesson 56.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Listen.
Sarah, did you get a newspaper this morning?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
What's the rate of exchange for the Japanese yen?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Can you phone the bank and find out?
Yes, of course. Look, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't post that letter to Mr. Hattori. Oh, Jenny, it was very urgent. I'm sorry, Anne. I completely forgot. Oh, well, it's too late now. I'll send him a telegram.
Hey, Philip, did you get those negatives for the accent brochure? No, I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh, no. Why not? I just didn't have time. I'll go now. Listen and repeat. Did you post that letter
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh well, never mind. Did you get the cigarettes? The newspaper?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's all right. Don't worry. Did you send that telex? That telegram?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. I forgot.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I didn't send that memo, that note. I didn't have time.
I'm sorry. I didn't phone you. I didn't have your number.
That's all right.
Practice 1. Listen and write. Kathy, are you going out?
Yes, Mr. Grant. I'm going to the bank.
Oh, good. Can you get me a newspaper?
Yes, of course. English or American?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. A New York Times, if you can find one.
Sarah, I'm going out. Do you want anything? Are you going near the post office? Yes, I am. I'm going to the bank. Can you post this letter for me? I forgot to post it this morning. Yes, okay, Sarah. Thank you so much. Did you say you were going to the post office, Kathy? Yes, that's right. Can you send this telegram for me? Yes, of course. To New York? No, to Tokyo. To Mr. Hattori. Jenny forgot to post a very urgent.
Hey, Kathy, where are you going?
I'm going to the bank. Why?
I'm sorry to ask you, but can you get me some cigarettes? I can't go out because I have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Oh, all right. You should stop smoking, Richard. It's terrible. Now, let's see that. Get a newspaper for Mr. Grant. Post letter for Sarah. Send telegram for Anne. Get cigarettes for Richard. Well, come on. They think I've got nothing to do but run around getting things.
Practice 2. Listen and speak. First, listen to the example.
Mr. Grant, I'm sorry. I didn't get your newspaper.
Oh, well, that's all right. Now you say sorry to Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I'm sorry. I didn't get your newspaper.
Oh, well, that's all right. Now say sorry to Sarah about the letter.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I didn't post your letter. That's all right. I'm going out for lunch now.
Say sorry to Anne about the telegram.
Anne, I'm sorry. I didn't send your telegram. Oh, well, never mind. I'll send it.
Now say sorry to Richard about the cigarettes.
Richard, I'm sorry. I didn't get your cigarettes.
It doesn't matter. I'll try not to smoke.